The war in the Middle East has opened the floodgates of disinformation and false claims on social media, and much of the criticism has been directed at the platform X, formerly known as Twitter, owned by the controversial billionaire Elon Musk. Since acquiring Twitter a year ago, Musk has allowed conspiracy theories and hate speech to thrive. And that is having some consequences. Today, the EU Commission announced that it is stopping all advertising on X. It's already launched an investigation into hate speech on the social media platform. Also today, the White House condemned Elon Musk for what it called the abhorrent promotion of anti-Semitism. Now, that was in reaction to a tweet posted by Musk endorsing a conspiracy theory that Jewish communities push, quote, hatred against whites. The White House invoked the 2018 mass shooting at a Pittsburg synagogue, posting this: "It is unacceptable to repeat the hideous lie behind the most fatal act of anti-Semitism in American history at any time, let alone 1 month after the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust." With that, I want to bring in now Julie Millican. She's Vice President of the media watchdog Media Matters for America. She's been monitoring the rise in online mis- and disinformation, especially on Elon Musk's platform X, or as we used to call it, Twitter. It's good to have you on the day. So we've got what? Conspiracy theories, anti-Semitism. I mean, the list is long, it gets longer. Just how bad has it gotten on X under Elon Musk?
Right. Thank you for having me. Yes, since Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, he's made a series of decisions that has done nothing but increase hate, extremism, and conspiracy theories on the platform. Since his takeover, one of the first things that he did was gut his content moderation, his trust and public safety team. That made it very difficult for them to be able to enforce their terms of service. He also has explicitly stopped them from enforcing their terms of service around certain types of content, including anti-Semitic content. He has reinstated extremist accounts that were previously banned on the platform. He himself has engaged repeatedly with conspiracy theorists, with people who have pushed anti-LGBTQ rhetoric, people who have endorsed anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, people who have endorsed COVID-19 misinformation. The list goes on and on. And the impact has been clear. The information ecosystem on X at this point in time is heavily skewed towards far-right extremism. It's a playground for these extremists, and it's become increasingly difficult to get any sort of reliable information on there. And instead, it's just flooded with hate, bigotry, lies, and it's really unfortunate that that's the state that we're in.
Yeah, I say you can't even use it around your kids now. You have to, maybe they should rename it X to triple X. I mean, it's gotten that bad. And Musk, it's true. And he will tell you that this is all in the name of free speech. I'm wondering, is that really all it is? I mean, what's he trying to do by amplifying anti-Semitic tweets? I mean, I'm not asking you to get into his mind, but can you see a purpose here?
I again, as you're saying, I can't get into Elon Musk's head. All I can say is that the consequences, the financial hits that the platform has taken due to his leadership and his own behavior, it has not changed the way that he has acted. It has not changed who he's talking to. It does not change what he is endorsing. It has not changed what he's elevating. So, what his strategy is and all that, I'm not sure. I mean, one could easily argue that this is what he believes. Otherwise, why would he continue to be pushing it? I think, to your earlier point about it being not a safe place for kids anymore, it used to be, while it's always had issues, no social media platform hasn't. It used to be at least a good place that you could get information and you could make find reliable information.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is stuff that Musk has, dismantled, and instead has created an incentive structure to spread mis and disinformation. People need to buy the blue check marks that used to be used to verify accounts, so that you knew that the account spreading, posting was who they said that they were, that you could make a decision about whether or not they were credible. Now it is anybody who wants to pay for his subscription gets a check mark. They get to say what they want, and they have an incentive now to make things go viral, because if they get engagement, they get paid.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen that really have a dramatic impact in the ability to get reliable information during times of crisis, let alone just on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it used to be a place where, the adults would go, and now it's a place where the adult entertainment industry goes a lot of the times. How much would you say the Israel-Hamas conflict is, how much is that conflict driving the surge in hate speech across social media?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen across the board. X is leading on this, but also it is not a problem that is exclusive to that particular platform. We've seen in our research and day-to-day monitoring an increase in anti-Semitism on platforms. We've seen also an increase in anti-Islam, anti-Muslim rhetoric. We're not alone in identifying that. I know researchers over at the Institute for Strategic Dialogue have recently put out several reports showing the increase in both anti-Semitism on YouTube and anti-Islam, anti-Muslim rhetoric on Twitter. They're seeing, just 50+ fold increases in this. It's pretty enormous. The conflict has really, unfortunately, unleashed a lot of hate across the board.
And we've seen this week, huge numbers of advertisers leaving X. And I'm wondering, we've got about a minute left. Is that the only way we can hold these platforms accountable for what happens on their platforms? I know legally they're not liable for the content, but at the end of the day, they do provide a place to park all the hate.
Yes, this is true. I think at Media Matters, one of the things that we have tried to do is undermine the profit motive, structure that kind of incentivizes extremism on platforms, thinking that, if you can stop making it so profitable for people to spread hate speech, that you could kind of reduce some of at least the volume of it that is permeating on the platforms. And I think platforms themselves, most of them are responsive to this. If advertisers do not want their content, their advertisements appearing next to controversial content, they will take a stand, and they should take a stand. I think in the case of Musk, he has been bleeding advertisers since he took over the platform, not just because of the decisions that he's made and what the content on the site is, but just things that he has done himself. He is fairly erratic, and it has not provided a brand safe platform for advertisers. And I don't think for him that has been, a motivating factor, as I mentioned earlier, to change his behavior, to change how he's running the platforms, but it is for others. So I think that other platforms are paying attention and should.
Julie Millican, it's been good talking with you. We appreciate you taking the time on this Friday to enlighten us about how bad it can be in the social media world. Maybe there is still hope. Thank you.
Thank you.